Coming to you live from Dunning Field, Ian Nicholas alongside the rest of the NCTV crew here for this live action as the undefeated New Canaan girls lacrosse team looks to stay that way up against the 2-12 Norwalk Bears. Again, Ian Nicholas joining you from the booth here. Thank you so much for tuning into this live stream, a senior night live stream for the Lady Rams as they will honor their 15 seniors who have helped make this team up to this point the third best team in the nation, according to the U.S. Nike Lacrosse poll. Let's look if they can pick up lucky win number 13 here up against the struggling Norwalk Bears team led by third-year coach Lizette Martinez. Looking for a little bit more success here. Norwalk has only beaten one team this year, and they beat them twice, the Danbury Hatters. They're going to look to put up a fight and pick up some small wins in this game up against New Canaan. The game will start at 6:30, but we will be live streaming the senior night festivities. Senior night festivities will be beginning in just a few seconds. So if you're a fan of one of the 15 girls that will be graduating this year from New Canaan High School, make sure to watch that and to see them get their special moment on the field with Coach Woods and company. Or if you want to take a little break from the action, again, 6:30 is when we will start. The buzzer sounds, so we'll bring it back to the field here for the senior night festivities. Ian Nicholas again joining you in this one. We will have Boyd Harden, former New Canaan High School star athlete and UNC star lacrosse player. He's got a daughter, McKenna Harden, who will have her senior night festivities tonight. Music stops playing, so let's go on mute and go to the field for the senior night fun.
Coach Woods, do we want all the senior parents to report down to where they're supposed to be? So can all of our senior parents please report to your assigned area so we can get ready to start? Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dunning Stadium for tonight's FCI Girls Lacrosse game between the Norwalk Bears and the Canaan Rams. Before we begin tonight's game, we would like to recognize our class of 21 New Canaan High School seniors and their parents for their hard work and dedication to our wonderful state-recognized, nationally recognized girls lacrosse program. So thank you, girls, for all you've done and will continue to do for the next few weeks, and good luck in your future endeavors. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the managers first, and then we'll do the players. So first of all, we have two senior managers who have been outstanding in their assistance to the team this year. So we'd like to thank them. First is going to be Brooke Thallaker, and Brooke is going to be at the University of Oregon next year. Thank you, Brooke. You're the best. Thank you, dear. Our next manager is Ashley Wolpers, and Ashley will be an Indiana Hoosier next year.
Just say the Norwalk seniors, thank you. I don't have it. Yeah, we do. There's 4 Norwalk.
Okay, there's been a slight change in the team holders lineup. First of all, we'd like to recognize our Norwalk seniors. So girls, I'm going off of the CIC website, so I hope everybody's here. So when I say your name, girls, please come to the middle of the field and receive a flower from the New Canaan girls. So good luck, girls. Congratulations on all your successes this year. Good luck with your exams. Good luck with your future endeavors. So here we go. And help me hopefully do the names pretty well, as best I can. First up, number 4, Kaylee Caritas. Way to go, Kaylee. Next is number 17, Bryn Renwick. Next is number 18, Nicole DeLaro. And number 34, Claire McKinnon. That's all I have, girls, so hopefully that's okay. Wonderful. Good luck, girls. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Good luck, girls. Thanks. And now let's meet our New Canaan Rams seniors and their parents. First up is number 27, Caroline Brooks. Caroline will be continuing her lacrosse career next year at Denison. Here tonight with Caroline, our mom and dad, Alexis and Jeffrey. Way to go, Brooks. Thank you, Caroline. Next up is number 2, Emma Cayone. And Emma will be attending Colgate next year, where my father went, class of 1945. Escorting Emma tonight, her parents, Claire and Greg. Way to go, Emma. Go Colgate Raiders. Thank you, Emma. Next is number 26, Charlotte Gelhaus. Charlotte will be a USC Trojan next year. Helping Charlotte tonight, her mom and dad, Mary Alice and Steve. Way to go, Charlotte. Next is number 15, Megan Griffiths. Megan will be attending the University of Virginia next year. Here tonight with Megan, our mom and dad, Jacqueline and Sean. Way to go, Griffiths. Next up is number 13, McKenna Harden. McKenna will be continuing her lacrosse career at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Congratulations, McKenna. Escorting McKenna tonight are mom and dad, Carrie and Boyd. Way to go, Harden. Thank you, Mac. Next up is number 42, Shay Hobbs. Hobbs will be attending SMU next year. Here tonight with Shay, her mom and dad, Diane and Ian. Congratulations, Hobbs. Congratulations, Hobbses. Next up is number 25, Kate Lane. Kate will be a Tennessee volunteer next year. Here tonight, helping Kate, our mom and dad, Eileen and John. Way to go, Kate. Congratulations, Kate. Up is next up, number 11, Olivia Lockhart. Olivia will be attending Wake Forest University in the fall. Here with Olivia tonight are mom and dad, Tara and Michael. Way to go, Lockhart. Congratulations, Olivia. Thank you. Next up is number 21, Quinn McKiernan. Quinn will be continuing her lacrosse career at Trinity College next year. Here tonight with Quinn are mom and dad, Terry and Chris. Chris, way to go, QM.
Like I said to Lewis, we wrote a letter from the athletic directors and from the principals that we didn't have enough time. Now they're giving us an extra week, and we're not gonna do it. So I don't think that can happen. But,
Next up is number 17, Courtney O'Connell. Courtney will be attending TCU in the fall. Here tonight with Court are mom and dad, Robin and Pat. Way to go, Courtney. Way to go, Court. Thank you. Next up is number 8, Emma Agnabene. Emma will be continuing her lacrosse career at Connecticut College in the fall. I think they're the Camels. Way to go there, Emma. Escorting her tonight are mom and dad, Michelle and Ben. Thank you, Emma. Next up is number 4, Emma Shu. Shu will be attending the University of Virginia in the fall. Here tonight with Emma are mom and dad, Robin and Dennis. Way to go, Shu. Congratulations, Emma. Thank you. Next up is number 20, Marley Smith. Marley will be a University of Colorado Buffalo next fall. Here tonight with Marley are mom and dad, Kim and Jack. Way to go, Smith. Next up is number 28, Pippa Williams. Pippa will be a University of Wisconsin Badger in the fall. Here tonight with Pippa are mom and dad, Carolyn and David. Way to go, Pipster.
It's all written because they refuted every single point we had, and then they used evidence. Then they used evidence to, it's sort of like an evaluation style.
Thanks, Pipster. And number 23, Anna Zocololo. Anna will be continuing her lacrosse career at Hamilton in the fall. Escorting her tonight are mom and dad, Patricia and Alan. Thank you, Anna.
And you can't do it because there's reasons, but it's not like a colleague-to-colleague communication.
Okay, let's have one more round of applause for our Norwalk Bears seniors and our new Canaan Rams seniors. Congratulations, girls. Good luck. God bless. We'll do our picture, then I'll just say welcome, and we'll do our national anthem coming up shortly. Thank you. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, girls. Thanks, moms. Thanks, dads. Thanks, brothers. Thanks, sisters.
Paint it black, Hobbsy. Paint it black.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dunning Stadium for tonight's girls lacrosse matchup between the Norwalk Bears and the New Canaan Rams. We ask everyone please stand, and if we have both teams, please line up on their respective sidelines, please. And we're going to have New Canaan Ram senior Courtney O'Connell will jump into my phone and we'll sing the national anthem. Here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the oh, may the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
She's so good, we got to hear her 1.5 times. Way to go, Courtney. Thank you. Let's play ball.
Senior night festivities are over with, and we are ready for the game. Ian Nicholas joining you on the call. Boyd Harden will be joining me in just a few moments as he works his way up from the field as he celebrated with his senior on the team, McKenna Harden. And he will be joining me on the call for another game. Here he is. It should be a good one. New Canaan, 15 seniors they look to honor up against the Norwalk team that has struggled this year with a 2-11 record. Only 5 wins for the Norwalk Bears over the last 2 years, 2019 and 2021, coached by second-year coach, third-year coach if you include last year's non-season, and Lynette Martinez. So the New Canaan Rams looking to improve to 13-0 before FC Axon will bring in Boyd Harden here. Boyd, thanks so much for joining me once again. And this one, a beautiful day for senior night, and for McKenna and the rest of the seniors, all of them will be starting senior-wise. So should be a really fun one for Coach Woods and company. A little bit of a calmer 2 weeks after that crazy stretch a few weeks ago.
Almost a week of normalcy. I was just thinking about that earlier.
Yeah.
That we're into a routine that all these athletes are used to, and the parents are starting to get comfortable, and you can just feel the excitement that we're getting back to kind of a normal state of existence here. Yeah, so they're going to play the 15 seniors. Obviously, they can't get them all out at once.
Yep.
But this is a day for all these athletes to celebrate, because this is their senior year. It's hard to believe. It's flown by. And, of
I couldn't imagine how that feels like to see them grow up from freshman year, senior year, and the entire process through New Canaan Public Schools. It's a great community, a great athletics community. Emma Shue looks to win the face-off. The loose ball is going to be scooped up by Marley Smith, and Shue will do it as she beats Bryn Renwick, one of the 4 Norwalk seniors, to the punch. And again, Marley Smith with the loose ball. New Canaan looking to get going as on the ground and scooping it up, Megan Griffiths.
The sun's going to be a factor for probably about an hour here.
Sun's supposed to set a little later. It's 81 degrees on a very warm and humid day from Dunning. The shot up and in. It's going to be Olivia Lockhart who adds the first goal of the game for New Canaan on senior night. The Rams go up 1-0, 33 seconds into this one. How did Lockhart get free there, finishing from right to left?
Well, they just, it appears that Norwalk's defense just didn't pick her up, and she exploited it and put a nice shot, stick side low.
Stick side low for Olivia Lockhart, who scored 2 goals in the Rams' last win, an 18-5 demolition of an out-of-conference opponent, Glastonbury, on Saturday morning. New Canaan will wrap up the regular season this week before preparing for FCX, where it looks like they will be the 1 seed. They look to keep their record alive, looking to win their first FCX title since 1993. Shue back at the draw up against Renwick of Norwalk. Shue gets it in her stick, loses it, scoops it up, and wins her second straight draw control to get things going. Shue could take it all the way, lofts it to a teammate, and the shot a bit high from Megan Griffiths as it will roll out of play. 2 players running after it. And they're going to say it is still New Canaan ball, thanks to the effort there from Quinn McKiernan. New Canaan moving it back in front here. Emma Shue moves left, uses speed, puts the shot up and wide right. McKiernan plays back, keeps it in Ram possession once again. And 2 tall playmakers behind the cage in this one. Boyd, it will be both McKiernan and Williams getting big playing time as McKiernan misses that pass, but Lockhart there to scoop up the loose ball.
Yeah, Height's nice interception there. Height's an advantage for the attack players. Gives them an opportunity to get better vision of the field and make some good passes into the crease.
Norwalk in trouble, looking to clear it, and it's going to be, looks like number
Kate Lane, right?
Kate Lane, number 25, who scoops up that loose ball. It was a good defensive play from Norwalk's own number 25, Samantha Phillip. And they cannot generate anything on the other end. New Canaan playing great defense in the middle of the field, looking to add their second goal in the early going. Here's number 27, Caroline Brooks, Vidennison commit. Brooks gets inside, and Brooks puts it in off the left side of the cage. Caroline Brooks, a goal and an assist last game, make it a goal in this one as New Canaan goes up 2-0, 22:55 left to go in the first half.
Very good recognition on her behalf, seeing that open lane and just exploiting it, going to the cage.
New Canaan,
so back on defense, I was just going to, I don't know if you recognized all the starters out there, but we got Emma Cayon and Kate Lane, and then Anna Zucalilla and Charlotte Gilhouse. And then in nets, Shay Hobbs.
Shay Hobbs, she had a great game against Glastonbury coming in the second half, or in the middle of the first half, got 5 saves up against the Guardians, and she's done really good work. The 1-2 combo of Claire Mahoney and Shay Hobbs has been terrific in net today for New Canaan, this year for New Canaan, I should say. Shue on the move after she wins her 3rd straight draw control to get things going. Marley Smith getting another loose ball. Caroline Brooks back with it here. 22:33 left to go in the first half. New Canaan jumping up 2-0, and another shot goes in for Olivia Lockhart. Her second goal in under 3 minutes. Lockhart, a great start in Norwalk's defense. Boyd cannot get settled in right now.
Well, right now it just looks like New Canaan's just a step faster, Ian, and they're able to take advantage of that. Little empathy for the goalie there. That was right into the sun.
You mentioned it would play a factor in that one on the left side of the net, staring right into the sun here at Dunning Field. The goalie, the junior Carly Saunders, in net for the Norwalk Bears, who have a 2-11 record so far this year, 1-7 record when playing FCAC opponents. Second to last team currently in the standings in the FCAC West Division as Shu wins her 4th straight draw control and a 3rd ground ball. That one really popped up to her. Marley Smith, she's been doing well so far in the early going. Griffiths collects the ball off the ground. Griffiths, a dangerous pass that cannot find Shu. New Canaan turns it over, and here's number 9, Sophia Imbrano.
Pippa Williams matching her step for step there on a solid ride.
And here's Kate Lane on the other end for New Canaan, dominating time of possession. They haven't lost the face-off yet, and Norwalk really hasn't had a clear possession all game long. McKiernan had 3 assists up against Glastonbury Saturday. She dumps it off to Pippa Williams. New Canaan now up to the 3rd best team nationally in the Nike US Lacrosse Top 25 poll. They have climbed up the ranks. They were not in the top 25 to start the year, and they have certainly cemented themselves there. Pass to Pippa Williams is broken up, but Williams somehow almost finds that ball. It rolls out of bounds. And
yeah, that was a pass, not a shot.
And it's a New Canaan turnover, too.
Yep.
So Norwalk looking for a little bit more success here. Sarah Spielman, the captain, is hounded by Griffiths. Griffiths looks to make the play, and it's a violation on her. So Norwalk will pick it right back up. Spielman, risky pass over the middle of the field, collected by number 4, Kaylee Carides. Carides hounded by Emma Coyone, and a stick check from Caroline Brooks, and Brooks picks up the turnover. Good play from the senior there. She brings it inside the 30.
That's gratifying when you are you execute the ride and you get the turnover.
Brooks already a goal in the early going and making plays on the other side of the ball from her attack position. McKiernan again taking her time. Finds Olivia Lockhart. 2 early scores for her. Marley Smith makes her move left, puts up the shot. It is deflected. Ball is loose, and it's scooped up by the Bears' number 5, Casey Donnelly. Donnelly defended by Lockhart in the midfield, and she uses her speed to her right as we are 5 minutes into this game, and New Canaan already up 3-0 early. A whistle is blown. Violation on New Canaan. Donnelly will resume play. As Norwalk finally gets it past midfield for the first time all game long. They have yet to win a faceoff. Donnelly defended by Kate Lane. Lane heading to the University of Tennessee next year to continue her academic career. Emma Shu picks up the loose ball, and New Canaan's got it right back. And here's Charlotte Gelhaus. Again, all senior lineup for New Canaan here on senior night. And Gelhaus really goes untouched up the middle of the field. Gives it up to Megan Griffiths. Griffiths moves left. Norwalk moves with her, now behind the cage. Courtney O'Connell playing on the other side of the field today. She's played mostly defense so far this year for the Rams, but switching it up here on senior night, looking to get more involved on the offensive side of things. But O'Connell's really been a great player for New Canaan all year long, playing her role to a T on the defensive end.
She's been tremendous, both on one-on-one defensive play and her ability to clear the ball.
O'Connell puts up the shot there. It does not bounce up off the ground and into the net. First save today for Carly Saunders, but then there's the takeover from Anna Zaccolillo.
Nice interception by Anna.
Zaccolillo will continue her lacrosse career next year at Hamilton. One of New Canaan's 9 recruits who are already committed to colleges amongst their juniors and seniors. Marley Smith puts up her second shot, and this one drops for number 20. Marley Smith extends the Rams' lead to 4-zip. 18:06 left to go in the opening half, and Marley Smith adds the goal.
Looks like the Norwalk Bears team defense is a little disconnected. I'm sure they'll try and make an adjustment here, but Marley Smith just took full advantage of that and drove to the cage and buried the ball.
You know, I was talking to one of the Norwalk team managers before the game, and the great thing about living in a town like New Canaan, Boyd, and you've seen it, your daughters have played in the youth programs, is even if they get a ton of opportunities or not early in their varsity careers, they're always going to be ready for that time when the opportunity arises because they've played so much in a terrific youth program, a town like New Canaan having an advantage over a bigger one like in Norwalk.
Totally. But it's encouraging to see. It's such a terrific game and sport to see other towns investing in their high school programs and ultimately their youth programs to expand this sport.
We know New Canaan and Darien love to dominate the FCAC, but hopefully as programs continue to rise and as you mentioned, more people invest in this great game, McKenna Harden giving it up to Olivia Lockhart, we see that competition continue to grow here in the FCAC. Courtney O'Connell with the ball. Works it over to Griffiths. 17:30 left to go in the first half. New Canaan up 4-0. Looking to stay undefeated on senior night. Top team in the state unanimously. Lockhart's already got 2 scores, the same as she had all game last time around. She finds McKenna Harden, and McKenna Harden is going to add a goal on senior night. The future UNC Tar Heel gets one to drop, and again, another goal, Boyd, where New Canaan's just going right in front of a crease and making their presence felt.
Yep, I mean, right now, no need to really pass the ball around the perimeter. Just continue down the shooting lanes and try and put the ball on net and hopefully do what McKenna just did there and 5-hold it.
Harden is going to go for her first face-off of the game, second of the game, excuse me. Emma Shue, who's not been a regular in the rotation with face-offs, winning all of hers.
Should be a redraw, yep. Yeah, this is a terrific opportunity for these athletes to try different positions because it only makes you a better player when you return to your normal position.
Grace LaRescue in at the face-off for Norwalk, and she wins that draw control over Harden, number 39, then dumps it off to Donnelly. Norwalk, their second possession offensively of the game, looking for goal number 1. Again, Shay Hobbs, the senior captain, in net for New Canaan to start today over junior Claire Mahoney, who had 5 saves in the win against Glastonbury on Saturday. Defending, Zacalillo. And tough defense up again. Sarah Spielman, the captain. She's got nowhere to go, and finally she finds some room to her left, and then the ball poked loose, and a bad pass from Spielman will find Caroline Brooks. Looking to turn it up on the other end here. Brooks on the fast break. She slows it down. Finds a Ram inside, and Megan Griffiths just a little high. And playing back to keep it in Ram possession, Pippa Williams. Just over 16 minutes left to go here in half number 1. Ian Nicholas, Boyd Harden, the rest of the NCTV crew bringing you the live action. So make sure you like and subscribe, as next week will be a crazy one for us, especially in terms of lacrosse, with Dunning Field hosting both the boys and girls lacrosse finals this year. And we could very well see both the New Canaan boys and girls playing in that game next Friday. So if you want to find that live stream, it will be here at NCTV 78, regardless of who's playing in it. If it's New Canaan, if it's not New Canaan, we will have that live stream because it's here. Moving inside, Lockhart to her right. She is met by a Norwalk defender. Griffiths, she's been aggressive. And finally, Megan Griffiths finds the back of the net.
Third time's a charm.
Well said. Griffiths, she's been aggressive right from that left pole. And finally, she comes from around the cage there and gets one to go. Griffiths on her third shot, nails it. And the assist will go to Olivia Lockhart. Lockhart already with 3 points in this game, 2 goals, and now an assist to Griffiths. New Canaan extends their lead to 6-0. 15-19 left to go in half number 1, as now Stella Nolan is going to be in for this draw control. Nolan, the sophomore, getting playing time right now on senior night, and she'll be matched up against LaRescue, who won her first draw control. And that one snatched away from New Canaan. Sarah Spielman with the loose ball. And then another bad pass from her, but it is collected by Carides for the Norwalk Bears. Zacalillo pestering her alongside Veneer Alley. Carides really being driven out of play here almost.
Zuccovilla's a terrific defensive player, both in lacrosse and soccer. And the word you used was perfect.
And she's going to continue
Pestering.
That's the job
Yeah.
of defenders. And she hopes to be a pest at Hamilton. Maybe not in the classroom, but on the field. New Canaan gets the turnover and is running now past midfield. Stella Nolan with the ball inside the 35. Here's Megan Griffiths. Just added her first goal on the game. Just under 14:20 left to go in the first half. Griffiths brings it behind the net. Works it over to O'Connell, one of the 3 senior captains of this New Canaan team. She will be going to Texas Christian University next year to continue with her academics. Marley Smith, she's got an early goal. Really good catch with the stick for Pippa Williams. Williams dumps it off. New Canaan can't find the shot they like in front of the cage as Griffiths pulls it out. And
that was good discipline and patience right there, not to force anything.
Caroline Brooks hesitates, gets inside. The ball poked loose, and a whistle is blown against Norwalk. So looks like a free position shot here for Caroline Brooks. New Canaan's first free position all game long. Brooks got the first goal of the day, if I'm correct.
You are correct,
And
sir.
she is looking to get New Canaan's 7th and her 2nd. She's right in front of the cage. She pumps, she scores, and Caroline Brooks indeed gets her 2nd goal of the early evening. 13:15 left to go in the first half, and Caroline Brooks makes it a 7-0 game for the Rams. And that is a horrible situation to be in for goalie Carly Saunders. Free position right in front of the cage. Doesn't get easier than that.
No, it's they're at a slight disadvantage.
Yeah.
But ultimately, that's the game, and that's the role that they accept. And I always find it amazing how resilient goalies are because they have to put the pass behind them like nobody else.
Nolan back at the draw for New Canaan. And the clacking of sticks. Norwalk gets another face-off win thanks to Larescu. Larescu gives it up. And Norwalk looking for goal number 1. Finally starting to see some success after a change at the X in the middle of the field. Gaining offensive possessions. Coyote looking for the loose ball, and she will get it. Out racing number 34, Claire McKinnon, the senior.
That was a turnover caused by the sun, no doubt about that. She never saw it.
Mother Nature.
Yeah.
A great day, but maybe not for these lacrosse players necessarily. Nolan bringing it inside, looking for Pippa Williams. Pass deflected by the goalie. Still loose. Marley Smith looking for it. New Canaan comes up with it, and they score. That one will go to
Courtney O'Connell.
Courtney O'Connell, who tracked down the loose ball and heaved that shot in with some power. O'Connell elated to score that goal, and the Rams extend the lead 8-0 with 12:20 left to go in the opening half.
It's a rarity for primarily a defensive player to put the ball in the net, so that was a well-deserved celebration on her behalf.
Indeed it was.
And that might be it for the day.
Got the box score checked off, and they want to make sure she's all right for that postseason play.
She might even be going home. She's so elated.
I wish we had a second camera that we could see her walking off into the distance.
Waving to her parents.
Big time goal for her. One she probably will not forget, albeit New Canaan's been in bigger games than this before. But still, a great memory on senior night as the sophomore, Stella Nolan, wins that draw control, finds Grace Kroll in transition. Kroll hesitating, and that shot saved by Saunders. Bad pass from Saunders, though, and the ball looks to find the stick of Kate Lane. It does. New Canaan grabs the loose ball.
They're going to work all the defensive players into the offensive scheme here. See if we can have a little fun.
We're going to get creative here with an 8-0 lead. Norwalk, a rebuilding program led by second-year head coach Lynette Martinez. Martinez, a former student and student-athlete at West Hill High over in Stamford, and was the former head coach of Jonathan Law before coming down to state to coach Norwalk and try to bring them to some success. Kroll with a shot in front of the net. It misses off the assist, or the potential assist, from Megan Griffiths. New Canaan picks up the loose ball and resets on offense. Looking to make her move, and Lane is walled off.
She's going to do it again here.
And then gives it up to Marley Smith. Just under 11 minutes left to go in the first half. Kroll backs up. Kroll's been a big factor in the middle of the season for New Canaan, coming in the second and third line and making some plays.
A resilient athlete coming back from a ACL injury.
And Marley Smith showing some resilience there, moving to her right, cutting to her left, and nabbing her second goal on the game. And on senior night, Smith gets it to go down. 10:35 left to go in the opening half. And the Rams up 9-0. Again, showing off their dominance up against the Norwalk team that is young. And give them credit. But New Canaan is coming out guns blazing on senior night.
Yeah, Norwalk's just paying their dues here. That's part of any upstart program, trying to rebuild. And they're handling themselves with a lot of class here.
Here's Olivia Lockhart down the far alley. Lockhart, a big factor earlier in this game. She's had some big goals this season, had one against Darien in New Canaan's last win late in the game. Griffiths, good pass. Nolan moves left. Nolan puts up the shot and finds the top right corner. The first non-senior today scores for the Rams, and it's their star sophomore, Stella Nolan. Boy, she's going to be a really great player in this program over the next 2 years.
She sure is. Has a lot of upside and some terrific role models here to follow. And the irony is she's the only underclassman out there right now amongst the sea of, I take it back. There's one more. But she certainly has a bright future here for the Rams.
Yep, the only two non-seniors in the game for New Canaan right now. Nolan, the sophomore, in at the face-off, and then also Grace Kroll, the junior.
Very good catch, Ian.
I try to keep on top of these things.
Yeah.
That's what the people hope I do.
That's why you make the big bucks here for NCTV.
Yeah, I just signed my $1 million contract yesterday. Here's Kroll looking for the $1 million shot. Gives it up. Pippa Williams loses it. Williams turns back around, gives it up to Smith. Just over 9 minutes left to go here in the first. And it will be running clock until Norwalk, if they can, break the single-digit barrier again. Scoring-wise, Stella Nolan adds her second goal of the game. The sophomore starting to take over with some playing time here on senior night, showing off that upside that you just alluded to. Marley Smith, the senior, will be credited for the assist, as she has now scored and assisted in this game. And back for another draw control will be Nolan up against Grace Larescu, who's been the only Norwalk Bear so far today to win a draw control. Let's see if she can get the better of Nolan here with New Canaan now up 11-0. Nolan lunging for it. Norwalk's going to get the loose ball thanks to number 17, the captain, Bryn Renwick. Renwick defended by Zaccolillo. And now Gelhaus. She still has it. Renwick, a senior captain on this team. Here's number 34, Claire McKinnon. McKinnon defended by Coyote. The ball poked loose, and they're going to say it's a violation on Coyote. Still Norwalk possession alongside the near alley.
I feel like we should have a hot dog and popcorn vendor here walking around. It's such a beautiful night here.
It really is. And, you know, you've played a lot of games over your career, Boyd, and When the weather gets warmer, how does that affect the athletes come tournament time?
I mean, it just mentally, it just gets you excited because Mother Nature can be a factor. And when it's wet and dreary out, it just kind of alters the way you play and reduces the risks that you can take.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have perfect weather like this, you just go and play and let it all out.
Well said, and they will be doing that next week as Kroll, nice spin, looks for the score. She finds it, top left corner. Kroll showing off that athleticism, showing no signs of wear and tear from that ACL injury, 100% healthy, and she makes plays like that when she's in the lineup. New Canaan goes up 12-0, 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half, and the assist will be credited to the senior Megan Griffiths.
Grace Kroll is a tremendous multi-sport athlete and an all-state ice hockey player, and was responsible for the victory in the FCX championship with her overtime goal.
That she was. She scored 2 goals in that game to propel New Canaan over their arch rival in ice hockey, the Darien Blue Wave. Nolan and Rescue back at the face-off, and Norwalk gets the loose ball. Another loose ball scooped up by Bryn Renwick. She's been one of the few positives so far today for Norwalk, proving why she's earned her right to be a senior captain. Here comes Donnelly. Donnelly shoved away.
I'd like to see, Norwalk has been able to win some draws here. I'd like to see him move the ball around the periphery here and get control. Get a cadence going instead of unnecessarily forcing a turnover.
Well, Rescue back with it as they try to build some form of pace and rhythm to their offensive game. Just over 5 minutes left to go here in half number 1, and they just throw it right out of bounds. A careless turnover there.
Yeah, that deflates your team, but you got to move forward.
That you do for a program that in the last 29 games has only got the better of 5 of them. Just looking to stay on top of it and continue to build the Norwalk Bears under Coach Martinez. Behind the cage, it's Griffiths, who just picked up an assist on the last New Canaan goal to Grace Kroll. Whistle is blown. Looks like it's going to be a timeout. Or at least that's what I heard.
I'm not sure of the signal the ref is making scratching his back. I don't recognize that one.
Me neither. It's still going to be New Canaan possession as they'll just take over once again with Griffiths. They moved Samantha Phillip behind her.
Maybe he just had an itch.
And the players responded.
Yeah. The power of the whistle.
Power of the whistle. And the power of the live stream is we will have a lot of it for you next week. Both the girls and boys lacrosse teams here in New Canaan will host quarterfinal games on Monday. The boys and the girls, we will have the live streams for you of that. Then Wednesday, the girls will be in Wilton if they advance to the second round, the semifinals. The guys will be here, so we will have the live streams of the guys' games, and then DAF Media will have the live streams of the girls' games for the semifinals on lacrosse. And then on Friday, again, regardless of who's in the game, New Canaan or not, the games will be here at Dunning Field, the FCAC Championships for boys and girls, and we will be live streaming both of them in conjunction with DAF Media. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. And even if you're from the other side tuning in, we appreciate your viewership, and we hope if you're a big lacrosse fan, you tune into some of those games, because it should be a great end to championship season with New Canaan playing the way they are right now.
It's what awaits all these top FCX teams in the next 10 to 12 days is exciting. It's going to be so much fun to be a part of it.
And how do you feel as a parent and as a former player when you know that if New Canaan does advance to the semifinals and to the finals, well, to the finals more specifically, they're going to be playing right here? And how do you feel those athletes think about that, playing it on their home crowd?
I mean, I can't think of a platform where that's happened before, at least with lacrosse. So, I mean, I'd be, as a former player and as a parent, I'd be very excited. I mean, this is such a spectacular facility we have here, and the support that we get from the athletic department and all the sponsors we have. It's just makes for a beautiful and amazing championship opportunity.
And
but,
also,
you know, they got to get it done.
They do.
There's 5 strong teams, in my opinion, in the FCAC, and you just never know on game day.
Yep, you've got Fairfield Ludlow, Staples, Ridgefield, Wilton, a team that only lost to New Canaan by 2 here a few weeks ago. There are definitely some teams. Everyone talks New Canaan, Darien,
right,
as they should. But at the same time, there are other teams who have some big-time players as well.
Agreed. I mean, the pedestal is Darien and New Canaan, but I'm telling you, these other teams are close. And that's why you play, Ian.
That's why you play, and that's good to hear for FCAC girls lacrosse fans, that the competition over the years should be higher. Williams finds her teammate Griffiths. New Canaan the 12-0 lead and a long possession here. Just under 1:10 left to go in the first half. Norwalk still scoreless, although they have had possessions due to a couple 1 draws from Grace LaRescue, number 39. Kroll finds Caroline Brooks, who scored twice today. New Canaan maybe looking to add 1 more strike.
And here comes Kate Lane again.
Lane moves to her right, or excuse me, not Lane, Gelhaus. Gelhaus misses just wide left. She was really looking to snipe that one in on senior night. The clock continues to run with just under 35 seconds remaining in the opening half.
As a lifelong defensive player, it's awkward when you come down and have to take a shot. It just doesn't feel right.
But hey, if it drops, it's even sweeter.
Yes.
That shot missed, and then the goalie, Saunders, had a little bit of trouble covering it up. It's deflected. Smith finds it, gives it up, and New Canaan scores. Marley Smith finds Pippa Williams. Williams with the deflection as Saunders tried to clear it. Really heads-up play from Marley Smith to get it right back to Williams. And it's all smiles and all celebration for New Canaan. Dominating Norwalk right now, 13-0 to the half, at the half, as we'll bring it up to the booth here. 15 seniors on this team, Boyd, and they really, although not all of them play a ton during the season, it's such a tight-knit group, and they're all really great friends. I think that's just been something that Coach Woods has said so much this year, because really the senior class that they have, McKenna's group, led by McKenna, Courtney, and Shea as the captains, it really is a group that is tighter than any group really before it in recent memory through this New Canaan program.
Most definitely. I mean, the chemistry amongst the athletes out here starts back in kindergarten. I mean, these girls have been together playing soccer, lacrosse, and ice hockey since they were 5 years old, and it's culminating now. Senior night here at New Canaan High School, and you can just appreciate the excitement that's out there because it's genuine. They all love each other. They're buddies, and they get to play a wonderful game together in the sport of lacrosse.
That they do, and they are really having a lot of fun now with the 13-0 lead. Players who don't get a ton of playing time getting those scores, and everybody excited when that one drops in the back of the net. Ian Nichols and Boyd Harden will be right back for the second half, but before we go, let's get a look at those sponsors that help us out so much. I want to thank our platinum sponsors, Walter Stewart's, the Fresh Local Market, and Rambuya and Harrow, the business of real estate. I want to thank our gold sponsor, Club Sandwich, for breakfast, lunch, and catering right on 107 Cherry Street in town.
Ate there this weekend.
There you go, sponsored by us and by Mr. Harden. I want to thank our silver sponsors, Performance PT, Educational Futures, the SIG Insurance Agencies, OSSM Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, Renaissance Partners, and Rand Insurance. And finally, before we head to the break, our black sponsors, Ready Rooster, Sheila La, 84 Sports New Canaan, the New Canaan Diner, NC Graphics, the Athletic Shoe Factory, Togs, Dr. Austin Feeney, the Lewis School of Driving, and Prudding and Company Custom Builders. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. The Rams dominating the Norwalk Bears on senior night. They're up 13-0 at the halftime break. We'll take a quick 2.5-minute break before we head into the second half of action. The Rams looking to stay perfect at 13-0 on senior night. We'll see you shortly.
I'm not sure.
Back here for the second half of action. Ian Nicholas, Boyd Harden, rest of the NCTV crew bringing you the live action of this one. The Rams up 13-0 over the Norwalk Bears on New Canaan senior night. Their 15 seniors are in for a treat right now. They have been treated to a great game for them. Norwalk looking to make it a little bit more competitive in the second half. A rebuilding program of the Norwalk Bears led by second-year coach Lynette Martinez. It's going to be Stella Nolan back at the draw and Grace Larescu back as well for Norwalk.
Great ground ball by Marley Smith, reaching in, controlling the ball.
Smith, who has started this game for New Canaan on senior night, she's played very well. A senior attack. Griffiths moves it over to Pippa Williams. And Norwalk struggling defensively right now, Boyd. And what would you say they need to do, the first recommendation for them, to try to keep New Canaan out of that area right in front of a crease?
The most important principle of team defense is communications. And so we were
that shot will drop. You can continue in just a second. And it's Anna Zaccolillo Speaking of defense, who comes in from her defensive position, gets on offense, and scores the goal. The Hamilton commit makes it a 14-0 game for New Canaan just under a minute into the half. So how does Norwalk, throughout the rest of the second half, prevent goals like that?
Yeah, so ultimately they just have to talk more frequently, keep their head on a swivel, and hand the opponents off to one another when they have to slide. Slide. It all starts with talking, because right now they're getting beat up top. So until they can stop the offense of the Rams, they're going to have to work on doubling and sliding over and helping one another out.
Marley Smith here at the faceoff for New Canaan. Her first faceoff of the game, fighting for the loose ball and nabbing it, Stella Nolan. So Smith wins her first draw. Works it inside the 20 now. Looking to go all the way, and she does. Marley Smith gets it past Saunders, finding the net on the ground. And Marley Smith adds another goal for her today. 23 minutes left in this game. The clock will continue to run. And New Canaan continues to run away with it. 15-0 the score now. And Marley will go right back for this draw. And Larescu will be replaced in the middle by the senior captain, Bryn Renwick. And Larescu will move to the playoff, or not the playoff dot, the faceoff dot. Matched up against Nolan.
Getting your sports confused.
I am.
Which is understandable with all the
Well,
broadcasting you've been doing.
I like that excuse.
Well,
here's Emma Coyote. Coyote looks to go all the way. She does. Emma Coyote gets the goal. New Canaan, 3 quick-fire goals. Marley Smith, the last one. Emma Coyote, that one. And the fun continues for the Rams seniors here in the second half.
So we now have 3 defensive players who've scored goals.
Coyote, Zacalillo, and the third is escaping my memory. Who was the third who was able to? Let's see. Let's try to do some.
You can figure it.
I'll try.
Multi-sport athlete, terrific hockey player, captain of the hockey team.
Oh, I think I figured it out.
All right.
I think I figured it out.
Well, for those of you at home, it's Courtney O'Connell.
All right. I wanted you to say it.
Fair enough.
I let
Just to
you
be
into
sure,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Smart.
Coyotes got the ball once again. 21:15 left to go in the second half. New Canaan already extending their halftime lead by 3. And they're up 16-0 on senior night. And one of their final regular season games, they will play one more game on Wednesday, I believe, and that will be all she wrote for the regular season. The Rams looking to be undefeated. I'm not sure if this program has ever had an undefeated season, and it would be quite the accomplishment, regardless of if it's been done before or not, for Coach Kristen Woods here in her 15th season to do that.
Be a remarkable accomplishment. But they certainly have the talent and depth to do it.
Mm-hmm. And they're showing off a depth a little bit tonight. Norwalk looking to make a play, and they're going to say it's a violation on Griffiths, and that turnover created by number 14 for the Bears. Another violation in the middle of the field. It's going to be called against Sarah Spielman, the captain. New Canaan takes right back over. Crossfield pass to Pippa Williams. Williams tracks it down and then loses it. Kaylee Carides finds it. Norwalk, their first possession. Maybe not. Marley Smith comes from behind and forces it out with the stick check.
All right, so my bet is they're going to work on getting Charlotte Gelhaus an opportunity to do something she doesn't normally do.
She did put up a shot earlier in the game.
Sounds like an offsides.
It's going to be called up against number 26. It will be Gelhaus, if I'm not mistaken, as that's what I heard from the ref. Buchanan.
26 ball. I think they called it on Norwalk.
All right.
Offsides, and they made a mistake.
Hey, no
which
one
is
is
easy to do. Now, trust me, I have a great deal of respect for officials, especially the ones that cover women's lacrosse. I think it's the most subjective game there is to officiate, even more so than basketball, which just makes it difficult. So you have too much latitude. Oop.
And the ball is going to really deflect off the body of Coyote, off her shoulder.
She's a toughie.
She's all right.
Yeah.
She's still all smiles in the middle of the field.
Yeah, fortunately it wasn't. It was more of a deflection than a hard pass.
Yeah.
But she's been through her own
injuries,
challenges, and adversity with injuries, and she just ignored that one, which I'd love to see.
Renwick looks at Norwalk's first goal. She finds an open player, and Shay Hobbs is going to deny Grace Lorescu. Hobbs makes her first big save on senior night. The New Canaan defense has been excellent, letting her really stay untouched in that goal. Shay Hobbs met by a wall.
She's going to get a charge there, I think. Oh, no, cross.
No.
They're going to let
Hobbs
her go.
will keep churning along.
All right, here we go.
Your bet might be wrong, Boyd. You bet Yell House? Let's see if it's Hobbs. And she's having some trouble getting it out of there. But she's just going to keep going. Norwalk is just hounding the goalie.
She's going to step out of bounds. Yeah.
Oh, 3 Norwalk defenders create the turnover as Hobbs has to hustle back.
Yeah.
New Canaan's having plenty of fun here on senior night. Gelhouse tightropes the sideline.
You're having a little fun too, Ian.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I like it.
Got to get loose. Weather's warmer. Jokes start flying.
Yes, they are.
17-12 left to go here in the second half. Ian Nicholas, Boyd Harden, the rest of the NCTV crew bringing you the live action of this senior night game for the New Canaan Rams. 12-0 so far this year. Unanimously the best team in the state. 3rd best team in the nation. Continuing their perfect season. 16-0 your score. 3 second-half goals so far for New Canaan. Gelhouse loses it, and she will get called for that illegal stick check, as the ball was poked loose from number 6, Sarah Spielman, the captain. Norwalk turnover as in and out of the stick of Laura Lavelle, the freshman. Again, a very young Norwalk team doing their best on the road up against one of the premier teams in the state. It is a daunting challenge. Caroline Brooks, the Denison commit. A couple early goals for her in this game. She brings it behind the cage as New Canaan looking to feed all their seniors in this one. Williams not found on the cut. Smith works to her right. Continues to go there, and a whistle is blown. And it will be shooting space on number 17, Bryn Renwick. Marley Smith will get a free possession. New Canaan's one and only free possession shot today. They nailed it. It was Caroline Brooks. Here's Marley Smith, and Marley Smith scores the goal. Carly Saunders couldn't make the save there. Smith, I believe, her 3rd goal on the game. New Canaan's 17th overall. Just over 15.5 minutes left to go here.
That was ideal placement on Marley's behalf. The goalie never had a shot. Put it up, hip side, offside her stick. It's indefensible. And again, so speaking of seniors, Ian, tell us a little bit about your future.
My future? I appreciate the spotlight, Boyd. I'm going to be going to Syracuse University next year to play for the football team. No, I'm just no. I don't think Coach Dino.
Is that why I saw you in the Y yesterday?
Oh yes, that's exactly why I was there. We're trying to transition to a little bit of an HVAC position.
I'll see you there tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well, we've been very blessed to have you involved with NCTV. You do a wonderful job, and we're grateful for everything that you do for our female and male athletes here in the town of New Canaan. We have high expectations for high expectations for your future because you've done a sensational job here.
Thank you, Mr. Harden. I really appreciate that.
Oh, we have to get formal now?
Thank you, Boyd.
All right, there we go.
It was very, very kind words, and I wouldn't have been able to be in this situation if I wasn't here with such a phenomenal program as the ball is poked loose. Norwalk possession it will be. It's a phenomenal program here at NCTV 78. It's one of the best athletic towns in the county. I mean, very few sports I've covered have not been successful, and that is such a blessing as a broadcaster to cover good teams. It's not fun when you're getting blown out every single game, and at New Canaan, you can't really find a sport where your team is on the losing end more often than not. So I appreciate everyone in this town and everyone in this program that we have here. My producer, Emily Fox, my advisor, Roman Sobolski, athletic director, Jay Egan, and all the athletes, too, who have provided the special moments. It's been an honor. It's been an honor to cover all these teams.
It's let's see what happens here.
Norwalk ducking out of traffic. And
Yeah, I know that you're well respected amongst your peers, and it's just a privilege to be up here with you, and we're excited for your next step in your life. Syracuse is an outstanding school, and you're going to love their broadcast program, and you're going to excel in it.
I hope so. Shea Hobbs makes the save off the shot from Bryn Renwick, and in and out of the stick of Caroline Brooks. It will stay in New Canaan possession after the violation on Norwalk. Syracuse, they've got phenomenal lacrosse, and I'm really, again, relish the opportunity to call lacrosse in my senior year. I didn't have much of an opportunity sophomore year. I called the Darien New Canaan boys game. I remember that here, and Darien got the better of the Rams that day, and as moving in and missing that shot, Megan Griffiths, I remember I had no idea what I was talking about at all. I threw in way too many football references because that was really the only sport I was comfortable calling at the time, that and basketball. And, just trying to get better here, learning the game. As you mentioned, it's a phenomenal game to watch. Never picked up a lacrosse stick myself, so it's been great to cover these two amazing teams. And an amazing shot there from Megan Griffiths. She had another one for her today.
Good pass from Kate Lane.
Kate Lane gets the assist.
I was going to say, you keep brushing up on your lacrosse, because if you go to Syracuse and you get the nod there, they're going to you're going to be under the microscope.
Yeah, they got great teams. They're always in the national spotlight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the guys just got bounced in the first round of a tournament by Georgetown. But the girls are having a very good season. And it's a cross country up there in the dome.
Sure is.
But luckily, Dunning isn't domed, and we get the beautiful weather here today. Just under 11 and a half minutes left to go in this game. It's been all New Canaan. Well on their way to win number 13. Norwalk most likely will drop to 2-12. Coyote picks up the loose ball.
Isn't it incredible to think that in the environment we're in right now, that both these teams have played 13 or 14 games, that they've had almost a full season?
Well, that's because New Canaan played 10 games in 17, 19 days.
But it's just so good for the athletes, for the families, the psyche of the community. It feels normal right now, and we all need this.
I think we really do, and especially in a town where athletics plays such a key part, to see everybody out here on senior night. Shot put up from Kate Lane, deflected. It'll stay in New Canaan possession. And I believe a free position. And
here we go.
Kate Lane is going to have her golden opportunity
Ooh.
on senior night, but it looks like they're going to move her
put
back.
Her out. Yeah.
That a bit disappointing for her.
I don't. Yeah, it's true, but I wonder if she. No, they put her opponent on the hash, so no shot.
So Lane gives it up to Smith. Pippa Williams has it now. It's great to see. As you mentioned, fans back in the stands, no limitations to fan capacity here at Dunning. Moving inside, looking for the shot. Marley Smith somehow keeps it in her possession. Dumps it off to.
And the New Canaan Board of Ed and Jay Egan, the athletic department, deserve tremendous kudos for that.
Mm-hmm.
They were out in front of all the other towns, and as a result, here we are today.
Here we are today in a venue which could see a lot more people, especially in the next week when
maybe they foresaw what was coming.
Maybe they foresaw them potentially hosting.
Yeah.
their teams, well, everyone can expect their teams to be great, but it would be great. Gelhaus, the free position, and she cannot convert. Saved by Carly Saunders. Off the free position shot from Charlotte Gelhaus, the future USC Trojan, to continue her academic career. Just under 9 minutes left to go in this game. New Canaan looking to get all their seniors involved. Kate Lane met by 2 defenders. Moves to her right. Pushed away by number 6, Sarah Spielman. Trying to get Lane and Gelhaus on the board. Coach Kristen Woods has done a great job committing to her seniors today, letting all of them shine in their big day. And she credits them and their leadership during this crazy year for New Canaan, and a perfect year for New Canaan nonetheless. And
So,
she's rewarding them here.
Watching Norwalk right now, and the game's been determined, but they haven't stopped playing.
No.
And it's just enjoyable to see that despite the score, they're still getting after it, and I applaud them for that.
And that's exactly what win or loss coach Lynette Martinez wants to see. Only her second year with the team. Former head coach at Joe Barlow, just looking to do what she can do and instill core values in these players that will hopefully eventually lead to wins for this program. Kate Lane had an opportunity in front of the net, bounced up in front of her, couldn't make anything of it. She gives it up to Emma Coyote. Lots of trouble for New Canaan right now. Coyote scraping at it, picking up the loose ball and scoring off the ground, bouncing up and in. Megan Griffiths, back-to-back goals for the future Virginia Cavalier. 19-0 New Canaan. 7:15 left to go in this game. New Canaan, they have a potent offense, and here against Norwalk, all the seniors are showing it. Norwalk huddles up defensively. As you mentioned, Boyd, they are not giving it up right now, giving everything they have, looking to improve. It's a young team, too. It's not a senior-heavy Norwalk team, so really this game does have a lot of importance for Norwalk to play a top team like New Canaan and to get these reps against premier athletes. It means a lot for a program to come and take this game.
Yeah, you learn from the mistakes that you make, and you build upon them, and hopefully grow into a more robust program. And just to see them, like you alluded to, where they huddled up, they're losing 19-0. They didn't have to do that.
No.
But they got together as a unit and communicated something, and good for them.
And most of these players will return. Only 3 seniors with the Norwalk Bears program. Violation on Norwalk, so New Canaan will get possession. It will go to Emma Coyote. 6:10 left to go in this game. New Canaan still looking to get a few of their seniors on the scoreboard. Heck, even goalie Shay Hobbs, who's made 2 big saves today, tried to turn into an offensive player for a few moments. And heck, she got it past midfield. Megan Griffith, she's had a strong second half. Little half spin. Griffin brings it back. Her brother Liam was also a phenomenal lacrosse player, headed to Harvard next year, took a post-grad year this year, and was a great attackman.
At Deerfield Academy.
Deerfield Academy is where he is currently getting that extra year. Caroline Brooks moves in, pulls it out, over to Marley Smith. Smith finds the cutter, and it's going to be a violation on New Canaan as Spielman was shoved to the turf, and New Canaan turns it over due to an off-the-ball foul.
Megan Griffiths getting a little ornery there.
The emotions running high for the seniors in a good way.
Yeah.
And Norwalk will return the favor. Number 34, Claire McKinnon, the senior midi, commits the crime up against Marley Smith as she will jog over, wave to her parents, and get the ball back in play. 4:45 left to go in this game. And if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to NCTV 78 for more New Canaan athletics live streams during the postseason. Another violation. Whistle is blown. Going to be a free position shot for Caroline Brooks from just outside the 15-yard line. Brooks already with multiple goals on this game. Could she add another? She will look for it, and she will find it. She waited on that one, and New Canaan now with 20 goals on the game. Rams dominated.
Fake low and went high. Offside shoulder.
Brooks showing off the finesse and showing why she's a senior. She's been around here before, doing what she does. New Canaan up 20-0 up against the Norwalk Bears. Again, one more regular season game left to go for New Canaan. Norwalk, who just came off an 18-4 loss yesterday on the road in Trumbull. They have one more game left to go this season as well. And only 8 teams make the tournament for boys and girls lacrosse, unlike baseball and softball this year where 16 FCAC teams, the majority of the FCAC, make the dance. So Norwalk will not get any FCAC play. Not sure if they qualify for the state tournament or not. New Canaan will also look to get back to the state final as well, where they fell short to Darien in 2019. Coach Woods looking to win her first FCAC title this year as New Canaan's head coach and her 7th state title. Shay Hobbs takes it out of a goal for a second. Gives it up. Her teammates cheering her on, but she will stay back on the defensive side of the field. New Canaan, 2:45 left to go in the game. To try to put any finishing touches on this one.
That's how you clear the ball, Ian.
Moving it up from Hobbs.
Yep, 5 people touch the ball, and you can't stop that.
Fundamentals at its finest for second unit. They will be ready if they are thrown into action in the postseason tournament experience in the FCACs and the SEAC finals.
Kind of the pleasant calm before the
storm.
The storm of athletic chaos. But that's why you play, Ian.
Indeed it is.
Exciting times await them.
Samantha Phillips, an exciting takeover of the ball, generating the turnover. Norwalk on the other end showing the speed, getting inside, and foul number 34, Claire McKinnon. The Norwalk bomb squad exploding as with 1:40 left to go in this game. Norwalk has a great opportunity to score. Claire McKinnon, the senior, up against Shay Hobbs, the senior captain goaltender for New Canaan. McKinnon puts up the shot. Hobbs with the save. New Canaan looking to scoop up the loose ball. They do. Hobbs, her 3rd save on the game, and the senior captain proving why she is more than a phenomenal option behind Claire Mahoney. Hobbs finds Brooks as New Canaan looks to clear it successfully once again. Brooks finds Coyote. Coyote's right where she needs to be. Just over a minute left in this game. Will New Canaan push and try to score goal number 21? Charlotte Gelhaus still scoreless.
I don't know. I'd hold at 20.
A good clean number. Plenty of seniors getting their fun today.
We're not in Vegas.
That might be your best one all game. And for I don't know how many people watching, a good one from Boyd Harden. Pippa Williams finds Brooks. Under half a minute left in the game. New Canaan will now be 13-0 on the year. They have a few more regular season games left, looking to keep their undefeated record alive for the FCAC tournament. Starts for them next Monday at home here at Dunning Field. Make sure to catch our live stream. Meanwhile, Norwalk will drop to 2-12 on the year. Now back-to-back losses against Trumbull and the Rams. Kate Lane fighting for it, coming up with the ball. Norwalk, and the buzzer sounds. New Canaan, a resounding rout of Norwalk on senior night. As we will bring it back up to the booth in a moment. New Canaan jumping all over each other at the 50-yard line. We'll bring it back up to the booth here. Ian Nicholas, Boyd Harden on the call, and a phenomenal senior night game. Boyd, you mentioned it throughout this game. Although we are not completely over the hump with the COVID-19 pandemic, this game really did feel like a normal atmosphere for the players and also for the parents like
Absolutely.
yourself. This was really a really well-executed senior night by the parents here at New Canaan, and it just felt like a genuine experience.
It sure did, and it gets you really excited about what's going to happen in the next 1 to 3 weeks with both the FCX and the CIAC. So a lot of upside for not only the New Canaan Rams, but all the other competitors throughout Fairfield County and the state.
Indeed. And remember, the New Canaan girls lacrosse team, they'll be home next Monday. We'll have the live streams. They advance to the semifinals. They'll be on the road in Wilton. DAF Media will have those live streams. And then for both the boys and the girls lacrosse teams, regardless of who plays in those FCAC finals games, we will have the live streams for you right here on NCTV 78. Some normalcy returning to the state of Connecticut as we continue to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, and we will continue to have the live streams for you for the postseason, just like we have had throughout the entirety of the school year. Speaking of the entirety of the school year, my phenomenal crew, Emily Fox, who's been producing games all year long, doing a great job. Want to thank my cameraman, Austin Platt, for stepping up in this game and doing camera work last minute. Want to thank Boyd Harden joining me on the call once again. I don't think it'll be the last game we call together, but some big ones up and coming where we might or might not need your services. I'd say a pretty good job for you today.
Well, thank you. Yes, this was very peaceful because there's no pressure, and the outcome was somewhat anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure out if I'm willing to split face cards next week when the FCX start.
We'll see. We'll see if Boyd Harden makes a return. I know I'll be here, though. So if you like me enough, maybe you like the players a little bit more, make sure to stick around, like, and subscribe. Before we go, let's get one last long look at those sponsors. I want to thank our platinum sponsors, Walter Stewart's, your fresh local market, and Rambuya and Harrow, the business of real estate. I want to thank our gold sponsor, Club Sandwich, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Cherry Street, New Canaan. Our silver sponsors, Performance PT, Educational Futures, the SIG Insurance Agencies, OSSM Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, Renaissance Partners, Rand Insurance, and lastly, our black sponsors, Ready Rooster, Chihuahua, 84 Sports New Canaan, the New Canaan Diner, NC Graphics, the Athletic Shoe Factory, Togs, Dr. Austin Feeney, the Lewis School of Driving, and Prudding and Company Custom Builders. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. The Rams dropped the 20 bomb on the Norwalk Bears and remain undefeated on senior night. Now 13-0. Norwalk dropping to 2-12. Again, New Canaan still undefeated. The youth program preparing a lot of those seniors very well for their senior night game. Terrific athletic careers for all the 15 seniors on Coach Wood's squad. We want to congratulate them one last time on a great career, which will continue throughout the rest of the regular season and throughout the postseason as well. Ian Nicholas signing off. Thank you for joining us on senior night and helping to support our wonderful New Canaan girls lacrosse seniors. Have a good one.